Well, hello everybody. It's Mary with Stamps-N-Lingers, and I don't want to worry you, but this is our last video of 2022. Can you even believe that? Hey, Rosie. That is correct. If you are listening and just lurking, remember we don't have a video on Saturday night. I think most people are going to be celebrating. I'm going to be in bed because that's how I roll. But if you're going to be celebrating, I hope you have a happy and safe New Year's Eve, and welcome 2023 in with something between a whimper and a bang. All right, something safe. Okay, so here is our card for today. It is another sneak peek of the Country Bouquet bundle, which is coming in the new catalog in January. And this is a punch bundle, so you get this fun little punch that works perfectly with the stamped images, and also, as I'm going to show you in just a second, hey Marva, appreciate you coming. As I'm going to show you in just a second, it works with the DSP that is a coordinating portion of this suite, the Country Floral. Okay, so here is our fold. It's a fun fold card, sorry. And it's a book fold, but it's a top book fold. And it just has I love you, very simple. Just a few punched hearts and some DSP and the cane weave 3D embossing, which I cannot get enough of. I can't seem to stop using it. I really love this. Hey, Faith, appreciate you coming on this last video of the year. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. This will all be on my blog tomorrow, so you don't need to worry about taking notes or anything like that. And I'm going to start with a piece of Sweet Sorbet cardstock. Hello, Mary Ellen and Danette. Appreciate you guys coming. So this would be the same size cardstock that you would use for a regular portrait tint fold card, but we're going to start by scoring at 5.5, still pretty regular, but we're going to do one extra, and that's going to be at 6 3/4. Whoops. Got a little carried away there. All right, so 5.5 and 6 3/4 on a 4 1/4 by 11-inch piece of cardstock. Hey, Vicky, I appreciate you coming, and Judy and Patricia and Marianne and Sherry. Hello, everybody. Hey, Nancy, thank you so much. I hope everyone is prepared to have a happy new year. All right, so we're just going to fold like usual at our 5.5, and then we're going to fold the other direction at the 6 3/4 line and give it a nice little burnish, and you've just created the fun fold. Okay, so all you have to do now is put a little bit of liquid glue. You could use tear and tape, but you know me, I'm a liquid glue girl. A little bit of liquid glue there on that. Basically this is 1 1/4 inches wide, and then we're just going to fold it down, and that creates the book fold. So you can use this card either way. You can have it be landscape like so, or you can turn it like I did to make it portrait. So maybe this is a log book. In the military, we'd had a log book with the binding at the top. Okay, so let me show you a couple of fun things about the Country Floral DSP. This is not, I mean, this is pretty, but it isn't all that fun. So one of the papers has this balmy blue stripe on one side, and then these striped borders made with bicycles and with the flowers. All right. What you can do with that is do like I've done here. You can cut these along the lines. This is, let me tell you the exact amount. Yes, undo your looking over, Sue, because you really need it. It's really awesome. All right, you can cut this into strips that you can then use. So this is 1 3/8 wide, and then these little strips are 7/8 inch wide. Okay, so you can just cut those up and then use them, just like I have done for this card. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a piece of this and cut it at 3 7/8, which I have already done. Okay, and that's going to be our top piece that I'm going to mat on a 4-inch by 1-inch piece of balmy blue. Now, another little fun fact about this DSP. This paper, it's the one that has all the stripes, and it's got stripes of this heart. In fact, let me show you so that you're not going, what in the world is she talking about? Hang on a second. Hanging on, be hanging on. Are you hanging on? Okay. Yeah, be hanging on. All right. So this paper looks just like this. And if you cut it into strips that are, if I remember, 2 1/2 inches wide, yes, 2 1/2 inches wide, you will have your paper perfectly positioned to cut out these cute little hearts and leaves and a small heart. Okay, and it all works just like that with the bundled country bouquet punch. Fun, right? And just in case you were still not convinced, wait, that guy wants to stay in there. You're like, no, don't use me. Hi, Carol. Hi, Janice. Appreciate you coming. Hey, Tara. Yep, we're still here. We just got started. What's kind of fun about these is they alternate between Mossy Meadow and mint macaron leaves, which kind of look like wings. To me, it looks like a little flying heart, but maybe that's just me. I don't know. So anyway, cut your DSP up and you'll have fun little stripes to cut out punches and make little borders with. All right, so let me go ahead and put this aside because I'm getting more stuff in my way than I know what to do with. Help me, Rhonda. Okay. First thing we're going to do is we're going to adhere this little strip. Remember, this is 7/8 wide by 3 7/8 long. I'm just going to use a little bit of liquid glue and adhere it to my Balmy Blue mat. Now, not going to fib you. I started with this card as a portrait or as a landscape, and then I was like, okay, no, that can't go that way. That would be weird. So it became portrait, which is fine. So you can do however you like. And there, this is what I chose here, but you could absolutely make a strip with any other of the DSPs in the set. It's just beautiful. Petal Pink and Soft Seafoam, Mossy Meadow, Sweet Sorbet. So all of the good colors. All of the good colors. All righty. So I have one heart ready to go. I don't need my leaves, so I'm going to set them aside. And I'm going to take my same punch and punch out just a piece of DSP. Again, pick the one you like. I like this one because it's got all the colors in it. And we're going to use that. And then on this piece right here, I'm going to take the stamp set. So the stamp set has 2 stamps that work together. You've got leaves and the heart. And you can actually set them up so that they will stamp just like that DSP was. So you can make your colors like this. Well, I should probably turn this over. There you go. That way you can see it better. Colors like that and stamp and then punch it out with the punch. Cool, right? Okay. But all we want for this card is the large part. So I'm going to dip it in my Petal Pink ink pad. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of stuff stuck right now in a lot of places. Wayne's been waiting on something from Home Depot for a while now, and it just keeps getting extended, pushed to the right. So you can see there's plenty of space between the large heart and the small. So all I'm doing is inking just the large heart. Okay, that is not going to be as important now as it will be when we use this same image in the inside of the card. And I'm going to give that a little punch with my punch. Well, hello, Melly from Italy. I think I've about decided to move to Italy. It is a beautiful place, and I think I could live there. Of course, I would weigh 7.2 million kilograms. See, I'd have to learn how to speak in metric because I would eat 12 quarts of gelato a day, at least for the first couple of months that I lived there, I'm afraid. Okay, so you see you get some leaves with it, but I don't need white leaves, so they're just scraps. They're just scraps. All right, so we're going to save those. Now, on a 3 7/8 by 3 7/8 inch piece of basic white, what we're going to do is we're going to stack these like so, essentially. So I'm going to stamp a little foliage. I have 2 of the leaves from the Country Bouquet set. This one looks like leaves. This one looks like other leaves. I just made that up. It's an other leaf. Yes, the hearts are connected. Yes, ma'am. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stamp this one leaf in Mossy Meadow, and I'm kind of going to just wag it right about here. Okay. And then I'm going to wag it, oh, you know, like right around here. And basically, I'm truly wagging. I don't know for sure where I am going to be stamping, but I'm trying to keep the middles of the stems roughly in the center of the cardstock. And this way we're going to have some foliage for our little heart people. Let's see how I'm doing. Hopefully I'm doing good. Because if I'm not, you know, I'll have to do something different. There we go. All right, I'm good, I'm good. Now, in Bon Me Bleu, I'm going to stamp the other leaf. Its technical Latin name is the other leaf. And we're going to just do right in the center, like so. And they don't look very good all by themselves, I don't think. But when you add those hearts, I think it's going to be great. But before we do that, I'm going to turn around here, and I'm going to emboss this in the Cane Weave 3D embossing folder. So hang tight just 1 second whilst I do that. All right. Now, true, you can attempt to stamp this after you emboss it, but it's really hard. I'm not going to lie. One could even go with impossible. So do your stamping before you emboss. Okie dokie? Sarai. Okay. Now I have a piece of 4" by 4" Balmy Blue. Yes, the technical Latin name, those other leaves, is, not everybody can say them, but I did take 2 years of Latin in high school. True story. And so I am qualified to use those names. Okay, hardest part now is remembering which way is up. That's not it. That's it. There we go. Okay. And then I'm going to adhere this to the front of the card and build on the card front. Okay. So we're just making sure that it's got the same reveal all the way around, kind of lined up with this one up here. Alrighty. And then we'll put these back in place. And I'm going to adhere these with dimensionals. Okay. Sarai. Okay. Kind of like that right there. And dimensionals in hand. I'm just going to pick these up like that with my tweezers. Well, I cannot even believe, I'm sorry, but I'm having a hard time believing that there's only like, what, 2 more days in 2022? 3 if you include today. That's just crazy. I feel like just yesterday we were saying, welcome 2022. Can you believe it's already 2022? Good riddance to 2021. Okay, so we're just kind of trying to center those around the center line of the card base, right? So right about there is where we're going to go. I'm going to put a dimensional here and a dimensional or 2 there. And that'll make it easier to adhere my little doohickey guys, which is what I'm calling my hearts. And I may need to slide another dimensional in, but that's easy. I think that's pretty easy. All right, so we'll put him like that right there. And then him like that right there. And then as advertised, I'm going to go ahead and add another dimensionality. Yeah, I would have lost interest after translating Cicero too. I don't remember doing that. I mean, we had like stories that we had to read, but I think they were made up stories to help us, you know, learn Latin. And then my Latin teacher, this was in high school, he thought it was fun to conjugate verbs to the Mexican hat dance, which would probably not be at all politically correct now, but we all looked like fools standing around with our arms crossed over our chest, dancing the Mexican hat dance, you know, amo, ama, sama, amama, samada, samat, like that. But I've never forgotten it. I'm very old now. I still remember it. So there you go. All right. So there's our 3 hearts. And I stamped the just wanted to say sentiment in balmy blue on a piece of basic white and cut it out with the banner from the Stylish Shapes. And we're just going to adhere it right there like that with some dimensionals. Remember last year as if it was just a minute ago. I know, that's exactly how it feels every single day. I've noticed myself, and I don't know whether it's waxing or waning, but you know when the new moon looks like a fingernail? Like just a fingernail in the sky. Not this way, but this way. This way. No. I'm trying to get it to look right in the camera. Where it's like this in the sky. Not like this in the sky, but like this in the sky. I've started counting those. It's like I'll walk outside and see that and think, wasn't that just last night? But there'd already been a full moon. So all of a sudden I'm tracking the cycles of the moon, which is weird. It's just weird. Okay, so we're going to adhere this like so. And I'm going to slide one more dimensional under. My 1 year Latin was a horror. See, I loved it. I really did. You guys may be surprised by this because I'm so cool now and so together. But my high school years were not my cool years. I'm just going to say that out loud. I was, in fact, the president of the Latin Club. So, yes, you have hitched your star to a Latin nerd, okay? Yeah. Okay. All right. Part of the suite is the pastel adhesive back sequins, and I am sequins, and I'm going to use 9 of those. I'm going to use 3 littles in blue, and we're just going to kind of put them around here in groups of 3. I'm going to put 2 littles and a big, and then I'm going to put another 2 littles. And let's see, I think this one will have I should have made that one big. Let's make this one big. Pick up that little. That little can go down here, except it doesn't have a glue dot. I left it on there. So this is going to be a big one. Does it matter? I'm acting like this matters. It just doesn't matter that much. I'm just throwing that out there. You do whatever comes off of your, heck, you could even do 3 of the same size in each one. It just is not that critical. Sorry that I'm making it seem like it could be, but it's just not. It's just really not. All right, and we'll put another little small gold one, and that will be our card front, just like that. Now, for the inside, we're going to ink that heart again in Petal Pink. Hey, Amy, I appreciate you coming. Oh, your teacher hit you? Oh, no. Hit your desk. I got it. Oh, my goodness. We had a completely different kind of experience in high school. I have a very strong feeling that it was not at all the same. Okay, so here's another 3 7/8 by 3 7/8 piece of basic white. And I'm going to stamp my Petal Pink heart right in the middle. Right in the middle. And while I'm doing it, in a fit of efficiency, I'm going to do my envelope, because it is the same. It's just got that heart. This little heart guy, I love him. He's kind of swoopy. If I was going to describe this heart, I would say he was striped and swoopy. And I like him a lot. He's a very cool heart. So we will now add a sentiment over the top. And you could do whichever one you want. In fact, I'm going to change it up because that's the kind of rogue I am. I'm going to make this one say, I love that we are friends. My sample says, just wanted to say I love you. And this one is going to be more of a friend one. Although you could tell your friend you love them. Absolutely. French teacher. Ah, wow. I am impressed on many levels there, Sue, because one, you took Latin and French, very impressed by that. And two, you still have breakfast with your classmates. Wow, that is amazing. If one of my classmates came up to me and kicked me in the shins, I would be annoyed, but I would have no idea that he or she was one of my classmates. Like I said, I was the nerd. I only hung with Latin people, and I don't know that they wouldn't know me at all. At all. I mean, you know, they would be like, oh, that cool person? No way was that Mary Vanderveer from Arvada High School. No. Nope. No possible way could that be Mary Vanderveer. All right, so we're just putting that on a balmy blue mat. And then we're going to put that on I shouldn't put it on that one. That one's already got an innards. We should put it on this one, the one that doesn't have an innards. Let's do that. Let's do that. And just a little bit of liquid glue. Obviously, you could use Stampin' Seal. I had the liquid glue close to hand. Kind of lost my seal. I don't know where it is right at this moment. I have chaos. Chaos. Isn't this the cutest little set? And that is a cute fun fold. I love this fun fold because, oh, what's wrong with this picture? Okay, there we go. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm gonna just put a, no, I'm just going to put this aside because that's too weird. But you actually could. You could actually do that and just write your, no, I'm making it up entirely. The high school memories. I know. You know, I am very quick to answer wouldn't you love to go back to high school now? No. No, I would not. Not even the tiniest bit would I like to go back to high school. I don't even want to go back to actually, I'd like to go back to college and do things a little better, like a little better, but I have no actual desire to go back to high school. If I was going to go back to anything, I would like to go back to pilot training to put a little more effort into it, put better effort into it. And I would like the chance, actually, I'd like the chance to go back and fly a T-38 knowing how to fly instead of trying to learn how to fly, which is how you do it when you're there. Okay, I have one more piece to do. I'm going to add my disp, and I picked this balmy blue one. And just notice there is an up and a down, just saying. All right. Nope, not in yet. No, exactly. High school was not good. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was the same for all of us. Okay. If you were a cheerleader in high school, I am not being offensive at all. I'm simply stating my experience. My experience in high school was there was the jocks and their cheerleaders, and then there was everybody else, and then there were the nerds who were in AP classes and the, president of the Latin club, and I was in that third tier of people. So yeah, it wasn't good. I tried to keep my head very down in high school. Very down. Alrighty, there we go. And we'll just give that a quick snip and a snip. Snip and a snip. Yay, nerds! Nerds rule. Isn't that what it says? The nerds shall inherit the earth? I think that's it. I could have part of that wrong, but I'm pretty sure nerd and meek are similar terms. I'm pretty sure. So, nerds for the win. All right, nerds make pretty cards. Yes, we do, huh, Sue? All righty. And there we go. So this nerd, with the help of Country Floral and Country Bouquet, made you a book folding at the top. And One for a friend, one for more than a friend if you like, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Don't miss out on the Cane Weave 3D embossing folder. I'm just saying, it is spectacular. All right, check out my special bundles. You'll find this whole suite in one of them, and you can save yourself some money, 15 to 20%. All right, guys, you know what? I'll see you all in 2023. Have a great rest of your week, a good, safe weekend, and enjoy your New Year's Eve and day. Jocks, prep, stoners, norms, brains, and I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Appreciate y'all. See you next year. Bye-bye.